How do we sustain success? Well, Albert Einstein said, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Hello, I am Juan Navarro. This is Advanced Quality Programs, and I invite you to explore the quality philosophies to apply them to our everyday life. Today, we will discuss a critical aspect to plan our future work. The objective in this final step of the path of quality is to conduct a retrospective and analyze and establish the groundwork for valuable lessons learned that facilitate the application of our strategy and what we just went through for future undertakings. And of course, it's worth celebrating. Yeah? So let's begin with the essential step of reflecting on the entire process and assess every step taken backwards to reach this point. We have to analyze what went well and identify those areas that could have been improved. In formal settings like companies and industrial organizations, this is the time where we are creating a comprehensive final report detailing all the process, all the resources that we used, and the progression until the final conclusion. In this report, we will take account all of the activities that we went through, all along with the dates, the resource that we invested, and the achieved results. This accumulation of knowledge in a formal conclusion will mark the appreciation for the time, the effort, and everything that we invested to get these achievements. It is always a good idea to host a small celebration that involves everybody who contributed to achieve these goals. Now is the best opportunity to secure the present and to secure the future success of our strategy by embracing the very well-known concept of sustainability. Or is it well known? Let's understand sustainability. Okay, so sustainability denotes a system ability to develop and fulfill the present needs without compromising the resources and opportunities for the future growth and development. It entails striking a balance between our system, its environment, and the resources using by our system. Yeah? The term sustainability originates from sustainment or maintenance, meaning that a system can maintain itself. When the prefix self is added, like in self-sustaining, it means that the system can sustain itself independently. Let's consider the example of the student who lives with the parents until completing the studies. Initially, the student's needs are met through the parents' resources. However, upon entering the workforce and generating personal resources, the student becomes a self-sustaining being, meeting his or her needs independently. Now, when is a system self-sustainable? First of all, a system to be self-sustainable, it must ensure that all activities within the system can run and improve without causing harm for itself or to the environment. The system should efficiently use the resources. It must also ensure that all activities enhance the entire system and not just specific parts. It should promote the maximum resources utilization and minimize the waste. It should seek for restoration of damages. It should encourage self-sufficiency. It should acknowledge the significance of natural state and well-being. It should also advocate for the use and implementation of clean procedures, methods, and technologies, not only locally, but on a global scale, so to say in the environment or in the global industry. And it should achieve sustainability, and quality life. Yeah? So returning to our original topic and considering this the final step on the path of quality, challenges often stem from deviations from the ideal state. Sustainability is a concept that acts as a guiding force, steering us back to that ideal state, fostering positive change. And we already talked about it. We had known this ideal state and like the good change, the one that we described as Kaizen, that originated all this series of podcasts. But in today's discussion, let's take it a little bit further and talk about work-life balance, a concept that is very popular in nowadays culture, but there might be a misconception that prevails, often focusing on doing less and enjoying more, and labeling it as work-life balance. Let's revisit this notion. To maintain balance in a system, the sum of all the forces must equal zero. Yeah? So when one side of the system starts tripping, some counterweights are necessary to restore balance. Achieving a balanced life, happiness, self-realization, and success requires discipline, hard work, and not only gratification on social media likes. So you really need to start searching for right balances. Yeah? The key lies in revisiting the discussion that we have been through this podcast series. Achieving quality, much like balancing our life, is not an overnight feat. Work-life balance and a life of quality is a continual accumulation of efforts and discipline that brings that happiness and that balanced life that you would like to enjoy. If you desire more enjoyment in your life, you should focus on refining your daily habits and routines that fosters that balance rather than neglecting essential parts that you don't like in your work and everyday life. So this manifesting thing is actually the aggregation of little successes that will ultimately transform into those positive rewards that we are seeking. Okay? Quality and balanced living demand sustainability. The tools that we have just discussed on this last series of podcasts can guide you toward that quality of life and balance that you desire. Remember that every successful person attests to the fact that life of quality and success is attained only through continuous work and discipline. We need to embrace a philosophy of continuous improvement and work diligently toward the quality of life that we aspire to achieve, and this is a worthy effort. This week's challenge is to celebrate and inspire. This week, we will take the